In this video, we're going to explore AI 2027 and how that correlates astrologically.
It all sounds very sci-fi, but the AI 2027 scenario is being welcomed by experts who are trying to warn the public about the potential existential threat to humanity. But others disagree and say it's all too far-fetched.
The scenario there is not impossible, but extremely unlikely to happen soon. The beauty of that document is that it makes it very vivid, which provokes people's thinking, and that's a good thing.
Now, while this all might seem unlikely, it's important to understand the historical and astrological precedents as well as configurations that make claims such as these not seem so unlikely at all. I highly recommend actually reading this article. The website is ai2027.com if you would like more insight and resources. Now, before we look at 2027, let's look at the year that will set up 2027, 2026. January 23, we're going to have the next Sun conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius. This is going to be followed up by the subsequent Sun-Neptune conjunction and Sun-Saturn conjunction in the zodiac sign of Aries. For reference, the last Sun-Saturn-Aries conjunction we had was in 1997. The previous cycle from the late 60s, 70s up to the 90s brought the end of the age of Hanna-Barbera cartoons and the rise of new original material like Pokemon, which birthed a whole new generation of fans collecting cards. Now that Saturn has returned yet again to start its new cycle, Ash has completed his journey while still being 15 and finally winning a championship, showing how one Saturn cycle can not only show the passage of time, but how we grow up with these cycles. 2026 is important as this sparks a whole new world and cycle. And by the time Jupiter reaches the South Node in Leo, we'll get an idea of where we're taking that. So by the time we get to 2027 in November, when the North Node finally meets Pluto, not only may this be some kind of singularity, but we may be very well entering the next great revolution. For reference, the last time we had the North Node and Pluto together in Aquarius was 1785. What are some notable inventions? Well, other than the bifocal glasses created by Benjamin Franklin and the establishment of the United States dollar as a currency, something to keep in mind considering we're entering cryptocurrency, Edmund Cartwright had patented the power loom, which was a key development into the first great industrial revolution. Given that we are currently in the fourth industrial revolution and are getting ready to enter, if not already in the fifth industrial revolution, it's important to take into account that we are experiencing increasing amounts of mass protests and civil unrest. Given the nature of these revolutions, which will have overarching wide effects on the job market, it's not far off to say that a lot more people than before may be outside protesting. Other than that, what are your thoughts? I would love to see them down below in the comments. Do you think this prediction about AI in 2027 is correct? Will we reach AGI now or in 30 years? I would love to see and hear that. Regardless, we know it's going down, and I'm looking forward to what that's going to look like.
What is your prediction for the year 2027?
We're probably looking at AGI as predicted by prediction markets and tops of the labs.
So we'd have artificial general intelligence by 2027. And how would that make the world different to how it is now?
So if you have this concept of a drop-in employee, you have free labor, physical and cognitive, trillions of dollars of it. It makes no sense to hire humans for most jobs. If I can just get, a $20 subscription or a free model to do what an employee does, first, anything on a computer will be automated. And next, I think humanoid robots are maybe 5 years behind. So in 5 years, all the physical labor can also be automated. So we're looking at a world where we have levels of unemployment we never seen before. I'm not talking about 10% unemployment, which is scary, but 99%. All you have left is jobs where, for whatever reason, you prefer another human would do it for you. But anything else can be fully automated.